You know what? I almost want to get Billy in here just to make fun of him for going to Coachella.
Yes. Get him in here.
He's probably not here though because he was in rough shape yesterday.
Yeah, he was.
I'll text him. I'll tell him to come in here.
He does love his festivals though.
Liam told him to his face yesterday that he thinks everyone at Coachella could die and the world would be a better place.
Not how I phrased it. Not how I phrased it exactly.
You said before, no offense.
Yeah, you did. You did start. You softened the blow a little.
I don't mean that with my whole heart. I mean that with like a quarter of my heart. I said, no offense, Billy. You're a close friend of mine. I love you. You have a great body. But if someone were to have dropped some sort of carpet bomb over Coachella or some sort of nuclear remote detonation, the world might be we might have more sunshine. We might have brighter days ahead of us. We might have less clouds. It's just a thought I had because I saw a lot of pictures, and I don't know why. Usually I'm never the guy that like gets in his hater bag on Coachella. I don't care. I've never cared. I'm like, that looks fun. I wish I was there. This year I was, just full steam hatred, a train of hate, and the coals were just more hate.
Yeah, mine wasn't hatred, but I mean, Billy wasn't helping himself. The stories he was telling yesterday were making it seem horrible.
No, every person he described
that
sounded like someone I would never want to meet.
Yeah, let me get Langdon on the horn right quick.
Because that described to me maybe everyone who would be there. I feel like would maybe do that. Yeah. And that scared me.
Langdon. What's going on? When you get in, you want to come hop on the pod? We got to talk cello with you.
Sure, yeah. I'll be in like 5 minutes. Should I just walk right in there?
Walk right in there, dude. You own this fucking bitch.
Backpack on.
Backpack on.
Sounds good.
All right, hell yeah, dude. Thanks. All right, we got Langdon on at 5. So stay tuned for that.
You're going to want to hear it from the horse's mouth.
But, like, dude, there's a lot of guys I know out there just ripping, like, button-downs, shirtless. Mm-hmm. A lot of guys that work here doing that.
Just calling everyone out.
And I'm just saying, man, like...
Mostly just one person.
No, there's 2. I'm talking mostly
It's a mentality I just can't relate to.
I want to know what Liam would wear to Coachella.
Dude, I'd do the same thing, but I'd be disgusting. Like, if you like my beer gut hanging out, I'm dressed like a hot guy, like bandana, everything, except for I took, like... too much Molly, so I'm sweating. I'm like a guy that just finished a marathon. There's diarrhea running down my leg, but like everyone's like he had to.
Sure. I saw a thing, a super duper shower versus a normal shower. Anyone know what that is about?
Oh, yes. You can like wait in a longer line for like a big shower.
There was a line about 2 miles long, and a girl was like, that's for the super duper shower, and here's the regular shower. And then she walked right into a regular shower, which was just like literally a regular shower. And I was like, what? Are they giving you a hand job in the super duper shower? Because it was the longest line and no one was...
Hand job? That'd make it super duper.
Wait, so is that for people who are camping out there?
I guess. That is what feels quite scary to me.
Because I think Billy was in an Airbnb, and I thought that was normal, but it seems like most people were camping out.
Well, you know.
I don't know. I can't keep up.
Billy's in the upper class.
Kids.
That's true.
So that's different.
There's definitely a class divide on those who are at Coachella and those, I think you call it Coachella if you've been there, so I should just call it Coachella out of respect.
Oh, yeah. This is what I was seeing.
Super duper showers.
There he is.
Langdon.
There he is.
Hi, Billy.
There he is.
Hello.
Mr. Chella. How are you feeling today? You feeling better? You were in rough shape
or
yesterday.
worse.
I feel better. I thought usually 2 days after is like the worst of it, but I'm okay. I was walking up that hill on the way here, though. Actually, did not make me feel good. I think my coffee. My heart's beating a million miles an hour right now.
You actively pass out.
In the last like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, I have not felt good, but the rest of the morning has been fine. I slept like 11 hours.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, nice.
That's good.
So give me your highlight from Coachella. Mm-hmm. Can I call it that?
Please.
Low light from Coachella.
We're short on time. Highlight from Coachella is this dude. You guys are gonna love every name I drop. This guy Mau P.
Mau P?
Mau M-A-U space P.
Okay.
He played a set. There he is. He played a set on Saturday that fucking ripped my face off.
Because you were on drugs?
Of course not.
No. Okay.
I would never. Don't be ridiculous. It's completely sober. And so is everyone in the crew, and we had a great sesh there. He played one song that I never take my phone out and record anything during sets. unless it's so good that I'm like, I need to see this song in the future, and I need to know what it sounds like for when it comes out. Thankfully, it's like all over Instagram and TikTok now, so I think people are going to pressure him into putting it out. But man, was that good. And this girl also made fun of him a while ago, like made a video on TikTok about how like DJs never dance. And like, Mal P, why the fuck don't you dance during your sets? Like, you should be having fun. And he takes the time.
Does he just like in the
No, he
back?
does dance. Like that video went big, and then he stitched it, remixed her like audio from her video into a song. And now whenever he plays like big sets, there's like a 45-second period where the whole screen goes, Mal P is dancing, and it zooms in on him and he breaks it down, and he crushed it.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
That
Love
was
that.
It
highlight.
looks really cool.
Oh, so cool. I looked at my girlfriend halfway through the set. I was like, we're good?
And then you guys broke up.
And then we broke up for 14 or 15 seconds. And now we're good.
Sick.
But
And then the low light. What was the bottom?
Yeah, I want to hear about like the rats that are walking around there,
Yeah.
like all the sewage people.
lot of naked people.
Naked people.
Like actually, where you see everything.
Pretty much.
Do you
Really?
see,
Not
Okay.
much left
see
of the
Is that
imagination.
allowed?
do you see their buckle?
I mean, like they are covered, but
Like
like
they're in like mesh.
they're in mesh. There's
Fishnet.
like, there's like an inch or two of fabric covering what needs to be covered. Yeah,
Are these people that should be
No.
naked?
No.
No?
Okay.
Okay.
Worse.
Understood.
never.
Worse.
Male to female ratio on naked.
Mostly male.
Mostly male?
Yeah.
Really?
Interesting.
Liam's trying to decide if he's gonna go next
Okay.
year. So
Mostly
do they
male.
look?
How
Can you
does-
describe how they look? I guess if they're
Tickets are
naked.
pretty cheap probably.
I
right
wish
now.
we had like a live little like barometer of like buying a ticket next year to not, and we could see it just go.
Change as he talks.
As I
Guys in
said-
mesh? Well, I'll go, I guess.
I could go. Other highlight, Zed bringing out John Mayer. That was crazy.
That's
Did
cool.
not expect
Oh, that's
it.
cool.
Friend of the program, John Mayer.
Yeah, friend of the program.
Mr.
Friend of the
Mr.
program.
Maya.
Weird you didn't get the invite.
Me?
Nope, Liam.
Why not me? I'm part of AFTV.
I just thought yeah, sure.
Weird all around. Weird.
that
I
is
think we
weird.
can all agree. Weird all around.
Weird that we didn't get the call up.
It is.
I was in the bullpen. I was ready to pitch. I was warmed up.
I'm trying to think of other low lights of the weekend.
That man hitting a vape off the ground. We were talking about that.
Oh, yeah. My buddy found us and found a vape on the ground at Lady Gaga. And I wish I could remember like the phrase he used for it. He started screaming it. And he picked it up and he brought it closer and closer to his mouth. I was like, no.
Did you wipe it off?
Huh?
Did you wipe it off?
A little bit.
Okay,
Doesn't
it's not
matter.
going to do much. Yeah, it's
Doesn't
not
do
gonna-
much.
matter
It's a
at
vape
all,
on the
yeah.
ground. That being said, though, my other buddies found a pizza on the ground, like the crust of a pizza on a plate on the ground at Gesaffelstein last year.
Same buddy?
Different dude.
Okay.
Two guys. Hadn't eaten all day.
Scavenger Pro.
Ate it. Dusted it off. Ate it.
Billy, your friends need to like eat before or something, or
We
maybe
eat
bring their
before.
own.
Do you know what they call Langdon and his high school crew?
What?
The Vultures.
The
We
vultures.
circle.
It's, dude, it goes for all things. It's
brutal.
We wait
vapes,
for lunch to
Noth-
finish. We
nothing's
circle
safe.
around the trash can.
Yeah.
All substances.
Yeah.
Not
Open
safe.
casket, wakes, anything.
Wait, you were saying like he said something before, like he had a tagline before he hit it?
Not
or?
yeah, like imagine like what do you call the beer? Like a beer you take on the road is called like a roadie or something. It's like a term for that specific thing. Like you found like a rogue vape, like screaming that term.
Yeah.
Did he keep it, or was it just like a one hit, threw it back down?
I think he took one or two and then got rid of it.
Might as well keep it at that point.
Yeah, I was
would
like,
say.
that feels almost less worth it.
Well, it's disrespectful.
Yeah, it was
Our
it was
vaping.
It was
This is an abandoned device. I love that term, man.
What do you people call a vape that you find on the ground?
Nacho vape.
Not
Hell
really.
yeah.
There's some mom looking this up somewhere, just like, what is my kid into?
Also, low light. I actually I didn't hate it that much, but it sucked. On Sunday, some of our crew left early. We had multiple cars that we drove in. Took one of the cars early, and there were no cars left for me and the four people left at the very end of the festival. Someone had to drive back and come get us. But there's so many like road blockages and cops filtering traffic and very few ways to get into the festival that we had to walk for like an hour and 15 minutes outside the festival until someone could like get close enough to pick us up.
Jesus Christ. Dude, you and your abs at Coachella, kill yourself. Nobody would be fucking sad. Nobody
That
would even
video
miss
that you posted, Billy?
Oh yeah,
I watched it 891
800,
times.
900 times.
Wait,
Can we
what
pull it
video?
up? Can we pull it up and just freeze the part that has just Billy's abs exposed?
Oh, dude,
This is why this man works out the way he does.
Are they glistening? Are they sparkling like he's Edward Cullen?
Oh, and he
That's
didn't.
just, it's only on the Almost
it's
Friday
on
page.
Almost Friday.
Okay,
page.
humble.
You know, I just got to hit my quota. I had a panic attack on Friday at the festival. Just like I have not done my sketch for the week, and I don't know.
Let him get a little closer.
Oh yeah, you're
Wait,
gonna.
wait till we see some definition.
You guys are
and
gonna
then
like
press
this.
Pause.
Dude, my heart's in my
Oh my God.
ass
No,
right
I'm
now.
like I can't.
And stop.
No. Let
Look at
no. Let him get a little closer. Let him get a little closer.
Oh my God. Langdon, dude.
Oh my god.
Holy shit,
Dude, you got that Dennis Reynolds body.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
if you're
Reynolds pod.
If you're audio only, you're gonna want to stop whatever you're doing. I mean, unless you're at work, because you're gonna have to crank after.
Yeah. Wow. Absolutely gorgeous.
Screenshot
All right,
that.
Screenshot that.
That's really great.
God. All right, that's enough.
That's enough.
Yeah, I gotta go to the
you got
bathroom real quick. My
It's
bad.
tapping out. There were so many fucking strollers at Coachella this year.
What?
I wanted to
Strollers.
Can't bring
scream
like
babies.
kids.
No.
at like I'm not even
They
kidding.
can't bring kids in there,
walking
surely.
around at like 10:30 at night, pitch black, crowded. When it is between sets and like people are moving from one stage to the next, the night, the way they're moving around, you would think there's a shooter in this crowd because
there's
people are
babies?
just every direction.
That should not be
sprinting
allowed.
on it.
How on
There's
earth
babies
is that
in
allowed?
in
strollers?
strollers. Yeah, parents with strollers and babies like pushing them down the grass.
So there's no like age limit for
People need to
Coachella?
age out. I was seeing some people that are on the cusp that were like, every year we say we're not going to go back, and every year we do. I go, well, don't go back. It's
Yeah.
time.
The
It's
cutoff
time.
should be like, how old's Chris?
The cutoff should be like, how old are you?
Chris is our king and needs to go forever.
But,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Well, he's an exception, but the rule probably should be 40.
I'm saying 40. You can't go to the desert and do Molly with your friends.
I think
you guys
above
stay at
40,
home.
it's
Have
like,
a
it's
family.
over.
You guys stay
I
at home and
resent
eat
that.
oatmeal.
I resent that take.
You don't like that take?
Huh?
You don't like the 40 take?
I
Dude, stay home, cut your grass.
well, I
When you're
don't.
40, we'll have this conversation again and see if you still
No, I don't
resent
think.
it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm going to be doing that at 40.
I dude, if
Eating
you
oatmeal
will.
and
But-
cutting your grass?
I don't know how much longer I'm going to do it for, but the crew is amazing, and as long as they're going, I'm going.
Hell
But they're
yeah.
all older than me, so they'll tap out first.
I don't
Except
know
for
about that.
Chris.
I don't
Actually,
know about that.
I would bet no. I
Yeah,
bet you
maybe.
tap out first.
He was saying that every year people like go through each day and they're reminded like how much harder it gets, and he's like, every day I wake up and I'm happy, I feel better, and I'm reminded why I want to keep doing.
Well, he's a
this.
freak.
I love
Yeah.
him.
Chris
I love
is
him.
Chris Powers.
He's
if you
built
know this
different.
guy,
He does
is-
remind you, it's like you only live once.
He doesn't get hungover. He's never had a hangover in his life, and he's like
He gets one a
34.
year apparently.
Actually,
What?
so insane.
What's his routine in life to not get a hang? Like, how does that happen?
Why doesn't he come and share?
Shit,
Oh,
there he
thank
is.
God.
Is that him? I was gonna say you guys got to have him on to
No
explain his
way.
day.
There he
Dude,
is.
speak of the
I was
devil.
like, can you please describe your
Billy-
routine in
Billy,
life so
sit
you
on his
don't get
lap.
hungover?
What's up, everybody?
Talk to
Thanks
us,
for coming on,
Chris.
Chris.
So the question is, how do I not get hungover?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so what you do is you wake up. If it's a day, I'm going to be drinking. So, not every day, but 3 days a week. I would say you wake up and then you eat something, breakfast or lunch, like before you really launch into the day. Eat something. Doesn't have to be a ton, but just eat something. Then you drink literally as much as you want with no regard for human life, to the point that you're like, I don't even know if I'll wake up tomorrow. And then without fail, you wake up in your bed completely fine the next day.
What?
That is it.
That's not. I thought there was gonna be
Come
something
on,
magical.
man.
No,
I
that's
actually
it.
got
What did you
excited
guys
there.
do?
Actually,
I thought I was like,
Of course not.
You just do that and then you're fine. And it's actually incredible.
What?
was
No,
born
that's,
your
this
secret
way.
is that you eat before you drink.
that's what I've been doing, and it doesn't work. It's like the question of if hangovers didn't exist, like would people just binge drink all the time or whatever? And it's like it's good that hangovers exist so that you don't kill you. But this is an example of that's crazy.
No, but you bring up a great point, because in my older age, I have started to feel like that the lack of consequences are a real problem because nothing bad ever happens. Like I literally feel fine every day, so that the next day, especially when we're on a bachelor party trip or a golf trip or whatever, where there could be a lot of days of drinking. By day 2, most of my friends are like, dude, I'm tapping out. By day 3, everyone is tapped out. And on day 5 of the trip, I'm like, dude, should we have 50 beers again? And they're like, no, dude. But I just do alone because I'm like, whatever, I feel fine. And I think that's probably very unhealthy.
So this one day a year, though.
No, I think
and
it's,
yes,
I
by
think
the
it's
way, I think it is
incredible.
probably unhealthy but in the long run. But right now, it's fine. But this one day a year, is it seasonal? Can you feel it coming weeks in advance?
Nope.
Or?
And dude, here's the real dagger, because truly it's one day a year without fail, one day in every calendar year. And it is every hangover that I should have gotten combined into one. It's not just I get hungover once. It's a culmination of 100 hangovers colliding in a perfect storm of a hangover. Like truly, dude, I wish I had never been born when I wake up that morning.
I feel like that's how I feel with just a normal. Yeah, do you like? Is that a?
That's how
fair,
every
though?
single one of my hangovers feels.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a 100-day
Sunday
hangover
for
every
me.
single time.
That's how I've been feeling.
And I pray every year, like as soon as the calendar changes, I pray that it hits in summer because that automatically gives me a good buffer till the next one. Because dude, when I get it, this year was November. When I get one in November, I am terrified in January because I know I could get another one so quick, such a quick turnaround. You know, like I really need the gap. I told Billy, God forbid I get one December 30th one year and then get popped New Year's Day.
I don't feel
the
bad
next
for
year.
you at all.
That is, it's like it knows the calendar.
Yeah.
That's really wild.
All right, here's our final question for you. When are you going to stop going to Coachella and doing drugs with your friends? When are you going to age out of going to the desert and having the best time of your
Dude,
life?
this was a big point of conversation on the way home this year where everybody was like, was that our last one? And I like turned the car around and I was like, our last one? Excuse me? And it occurred to me that once the group I've been going with no longer wants to go, that might, like, I'll never want to stop, but if they're like, we're out, then I might have to be out. And I saw that coming this year. I could already read the tea leaves. So then Sandra was like, does anyone else want to come? And I was like, yeah, maybe Gavin, maybe my buddy Gavin would want to come. And she was like, oh, sure. Thinking I had no ulterior motive, but actually he's just 23. So I was like, dude, I'm just seeding in my new crew. Like I'm now good for 10
Bringing in
more
a new
years.
generation.
Langdon as well.
Yeah, like I'm now good.
It's not it's reloading, not what they say in the NFL.
She has no idea. It'll
not
be
a
too
rebuild.
late by the time she realizes.
Exactly. I went by Santa Monica High this morning just to see if anybody.
They're like, watch this man, watch this man.
And then we're set, dude. I'll be going for 20 more years.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I
I
imagine
think
you
you
feel
should.
incredible today.
Yeah, dude, I could go back, Billy. I could go right now.
You'd be one of
That
the
is
only
so-
Coachella graybeards out there just walking around.
And
We'll
everybody
send-
hates it. They're
Yeah.
like, Jesus, look at that guy.
They'll have a
send you-
statue of you there.
8,000 of our graybeards to defend the desert.
That is
it's
so
special.
cool.
It's special. And I'm glad I feel great, but I am worried about the future.
Where did this one rank? Sorry, I know I want to let you go.
The Coachellas?
Yeah.
Man, it's the first one is hard to top just because it's the first time you've ever experienced it. So that will probably always have a special place in my heart. But I thought this one, I was just talking to Gavin about this actually. The lineup doesn't matter to me as much. I obviously like music, but I'm not like a music guru or music freak who's like, I'm so excited about these certain people. I kind of just go with the flow with everybody there. And this year had some people that I genuinely was like, oh, I actually really do want to see that, which I almost never have. So this one very high. I would possibly go to all time.
Wow. That's got to make
That's
you feel
huge.
pretty good,
Yeah.
Billy.
Feels pretty good. It was a great year of music, honestly. A lot of good artists, a lot of good acts. I got surprised by this guy, Benson Boone.
Oh, he's so good.
Unbelievable.
I'll go to Coachella when they got Rob Dyrdek doing a live episode of Ridiculousness. That's when I'll go to Coachella.
Asking
I'll pay
shall
$500
receive.
for a weekend of Dyrdek, all right? And they got a hologram of big body.
I'll make that happen. You forget, people forget
Wow.
I was once a Coachella performer. So I think
That's
I can
right.
make a call and make that happen.
Of
So,
course, of course.
All right.
good deal.
Anyway.
Chris Powers.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for your bullshit excuse for hangovers, dude.
Yeah, insane.
Honored.